Regulars to the channel will know that this 18 volt Makita impact driver and this 40 volt Makita impact driver both have a 30 amp automotive fuse inside them to stop you from blowing everything up. And if you are a regular, you'll know it's already come in handy for me with the 40 volt tool. But what I want to know is, does this have one in it? Or any other Makita tool for that matter? If you want to find out more about different coloured Makitas because you're sick of the teal colour, have a look down in the description below. So the tool in question that we're going to be taking apart is the new 40 volt HP001G combi drill or hammer drill from Makita. It's a very good drill. This has an electronic clutch which is coming very handy. I am liking this drill a lot better than I like the 18 volt one. Anyway, let's pull it apart. It's got a heap of screws on it, 4 in the back there, as well as 4 on the front, and of course the usual ones in the side. If you haven't already seen my video on the If you haven't already seen my video on the impact drivers that I'm using here with the automotive fuse, it will be up in the corner somewhere and down in the description as per usual. And there's also a video on my other channel, I'll put a link to that as well, and that shows what happens when you blow one of said fuses. So there's the back cover off. Pull that straight out. Here's the motor. Well, that magnet's going straight through the plastic and wanting to hang on the side. Brushless motor, obviously. Make sure there's no shit in there before we put that back in. Wasn't really intending on taking that out. What do you reckon? Should I try running it with the back off? Nah, I think I learnt my lesson with the impact driver. Am I expecting to find I need a longer driver, but am I expecting to find a fuse in here? Well, I don't know. Probably not. But why is it just the impact drivers? Doesn't it stand to reason that other things might blow up also? It is handy having that fuse before on the impact drivers. The fuse goes straight from the positive terminal of the battery. So positive terminal wire straight into the automotive fuse, and then from the automotive fuse back into the main board for the tool. Helps prevent you blowing it to bits. I wonder why one of the screws was dodgy coming out. Look at that. It's all chewed up when it got put in. It's a bit shit. Right, I think that's all of them. Let's have a look what's inside her. Oh, she didn't want to come out. Hang on a moment. Having a bit of an issue with the control panel at the bottom here. There we go. Oh, screw on the floor. Oh, nothing like a screw on the floor. Fuck, that screw's fucked. Right, so what's she got going on here? Well, there's already dust and shit in here. That's not delaminating there already, is it? Surely not. They've stamped a number in the side after the laminations have been done there, and it's almost like that 7 has split the laminations apart slightly. It's holding it apart just there. Not overly impressed with that. Anywho, is there a fuse? No fuse under there. The fuse should be visible just here. If there was one, let's move everything just to make sure. I say it'll be on one of those, be on that pink wire there. Should have been pink wire coming up into the fuse and then back down into this board if it was like the impact driver, but it appears not to be. But boy, is there a lot of friggin' wires and shit going on in there, eh? Look at that stake on that bloody switch there. That's a mean mother. Omron switch. Wasn't really planning on checking everything else out, but while we're here, have a bit of a nosy. Man, there's a lot of wires in there. I really don't want to go too much further. I don't want to stuff a $500 drill this early on in its life. So, doesn't look like there's a fuse in here anyway, guys. So, there you go. Just the impact drivers. Put down in the comments why that is. I know somebody knows. Tell me. Come on, tell me. Until next time, that's the inside of a 40-volt drill. I suppose I better do a shot for a thumbnail here. A weird shot. We need that thumbnail shot. Does that do? My hand looks a bit spaz. Gonna get my thumb in behind there. Ready? 3, 2. Hang on. Can we zoom out? Are we too close? Fucking hell. She ain't gonna go out any further. So here we go. Thumbnail. Right. There was an official shutter speed, I assure you. It wasn't just me going. Thanks, guys. See you on another one. Freaky magic time. Innocuous looking piece of plastic. Electronics. What happens if I put them near each other? Oh, 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 look at that man. And he has to be within about 4 millimeters of it. And away she goes. That's some freaky shit there. Huh? Pretty cool. What happens if I just go up and down? No, it has to turn. Look at that. Oh, get it a little bit by going up and down. Very cool. I know that's going to generate some comments. Does it work with anything else? Finger? No. Drive a bit? No. Nothing else. Just magic plastic dial. Magic plastic dial doesn't work if it's turned around the other way either. Huh? Just looks like a piece of plastic. It's magic. Whee! So much for not taking it out. I just picked it up and it fell out. And look at this innocuous piece of plastic. It's magnetic. I'm going to have to go back and look at the video because I'm not sure where these two bits are meant to be. Would have been a lot easier if I just had to replace a fuse. After reviewing the footage on the camera, it's a little hard to see on the tiny screen, but I'm thinking these are sensors that go in here. I reckon that's the ticket. Geez, there's not a lot of room for error in there with all the wires though. She's a pretty tight fit. Hopefully it all goes back together alright. I'm sure you've been told in your life at some point, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Man, this bloody thing. Took me so long to get the motor in there. There's two plastic pins like this. Innocuous looking, easy, looks like they easily just slot into here. Oh, do you think I could get them to line up? So I've learnt, leave the front screwed on. You don't have to take this all the way off. So that'll help hold everything in place if you just take out one side of the screws and pull the side off. And I've kind of tried to do that with the back, but unfortunately the back's got to pop in. And so I'm hoping that this isn't going to pop out when I try and get this side on now. I've been pissing about with this for about 20 minutes. Note to self, again, don't pull tools apart just to see if they've got something if you don't need to. Just wait until you need to know. And then give it a whirl. Oh, where are we going? Oh, we're closer. We're closer. What's catching? Your wire getting tweaked in there somewhere. Well, I won't bore you with this for the rest of the evening. So, cheers for watching, guys. There's no fuse. Don't pull your tools apart unless you need to. This is what happens when the wife goes out for the night. So it's the next day, and I'm glad I left it overnight and went and watched my video footage. I'm glad I videoed it, because these wires, I knew something wasn't right with that. Shouldn't be going over the switch. That's what's jamming me from getting the cover on. They need to go down this side. But unfortunately that means I've got to pull this out again. But the reason I'm guessing that was so hard to get on was also because of the tension on those. Here's hoping. Try again. Got it. Woo! Thank Christ for that. I can finish putting in the other screws now. Cheers for watching, guys. I will see you on another one soon. Flat blade fucking screwdrivers. I shouldn't really have these tools, eh?